Last night, I stayed up past 2 a.m. talking to OpenAI's new voice. It is called GPT-Live, and I was really curious, so I tested it for a full hour. Real conversation, interrupting it, thinking out loud, switching languages, giving it my messy ideas. Some things genuinely surprised me, and some things I expected to work just didn't. So, in this video, I want to show you what I found because I think it can be useful for you too. First, very short, what is GPT-Live? Before, voice mode worked in turns, so you talk, you stop, then it answers. That's the best case scenario. And if you pause to think, it would jump in and it would interrupt you. GPT Live listens and talks at the same time like a real conversation. You can interrupt it, you can take a moment to think, and it just waits. And when you ask something harder, it sends the question to a bigger model in the background and keeps talking with you while it works. It's already available in the GPT app. If you are on a paid plan, you get the full model, and if you are on a free plan, you get the mini version. Okay, that's the theory. Let me show you how it actually went. I didn't do any special benchmarks. I used it in a way I would use it in real life. I interrupted it in the middle of a sentence. I did that a lot. I switched between English and other languages. I asked it to slow down, to speak faster, and then I did a real test. I gave it my messy, half-formed ideas and asked it to help me make sense of my own thinking. After an hour, or maybe more, I had a real feeling of what it can do, and here it is, the good and the bad. The first thing I've noticed, it really feels like a conversation. Let me show you. Can you explain to me how you work in the background, like what happens when I ask you something hard?
When you ask something hard, your words get turned into text.
Okay, wait,
Then
sorry. Does this cost me?
let me check. No extra per question charges on Plus. For ChatGPT Plus chat and voice,
Okay,
you're
okay,
covered.
thank you, thank you.
Sure.
And which plan would you
And
recommend to use the voice?
let me think. If you're mainly doing voice chats with me, stay on Plus. Free is fine for casual testing, but it's lighter weight. With Plus, you get
Okay,
the
can you
stronger voice
explain to
model.
me, like, what is the difference between free and plus?
In short, voice quality and how much you can use it. Free gets a lighter voice model with tighter caps. Plus gets the stronger voice model and much more daily usage.
Thank you.
If you're practicing,
Thank you.
sure thing.
You see, when I interrupt it, it just stops and follows me. Sometimes it takes longer to stop, like a second. I don't know, is that the internet connection or what, but it does stop. So now let's see the pause test. Can you tell me something about yourself?
Sure. I don't have a body or a life story, but I'm
Just
good at
wait for a
thinking,
second. Let me
uh,
think.
yeah. It's kind of like I snap into
Let
focus
me
when you
think for
talk.
a second, okay?
Of course. Take your time.
Mm-hmm. I'm still thinking.
Still here.
And when I pause to think, it waits for me instead of jumping in. It even says little things like, got it, so you know it's following you.
Exactly. I mirror your pace, keep quiet, and only drop tiny signals so you know I'm with you.
It can also show you things while you talk. Can you show me a weather card for the weather in Shanghai today?
What's that? Checking. All right. Here's a quick card with today's weather in Shanghai.
Where is it?
It should appear on your screen as a weather card.
Oh, okay. I need to click on you to see it. Okay, great.
Exactly.
Well, you didn't tell me that I need to click.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I should have mentioned. If it doesn't pop up automatically, just tap my message and the card shows there.
Okay, it's interactive. Nice. But here is the moment that really got me. I'm going to give it my real messy thoughts, completely unfiltered, and ask it to make sense of them. Okay, today I'm recording this video, and you can also help me to research a bit about this GPT Live feature. Also, I'm thinking about what will I make for dinner tonight. Maybe chicken, maybe chicken and potato. Okay. And also, I was thinking about Hermes Agent. I use Hermes Agent, and I was thinking of the ways how I can improve it, were there maybe any updates on that end. Oh, and I need to water the flowers. Okay, I need to water the flowers. So, can you please give me a summary of my messy notes?
Sure. Here's the clean version. You've got 3 threads. First, the video. You're testing GPT-Live and want it to turn your scattered thoughts into something coherent, basically a demo of thought cleanup. Second, personal life. You're deciding on dinner, chicken, maybe with potatoes, and you also need to water the flowers. Third, tech curiosity. You're wondering how to improve your use of Hermes Agent and whether there have been any recent updates.
Okay, what do you think the most urgent is?
Probably the time-sensitive stuff. If dinner and watering are today tasks, I'd knock those out mentally first, quick decisions. Then focus on the video since that's what you're actively recording. The Hermes Agent curiosity feels important but less urgent, more like a follow-up research item.
Do you want to say that I have a shiny object syndrome?
I wouldn't put a label on it. It just sounds like normal, busy brain overlap while you're juggling a few layers at once.
So, where would I actually use this? For me, in this order: 1, thinking out loud. If your ideas make more sense when you say them than when you write them, like for me, this is a partner that can talk back. That's me, so this one is big for me. 2, as a learning companion. You're watching a video or a course and you can just ask it questions in real time, like this.
Mhm.
Oh, you're listening to me. Okay, give me just a sec.
Mhm.
So let's imagine something, you and me. I will play you a video. Actually, not a video. I will play you a Notebook LM podcast because my Mac is limiting me here. You will listen to the podcast. I will stop in the middle and you will explain, like, what did we just hear? Okay?
Yeah, that works. Just start the podcast and I'll hold off until you pause and ask.
About building software, there is a very rigid expectation of intense manual labor. Like, even with all the advancements we've had, coding has essentially been, well, it's like being handed a hammer, some nails, a pile of lumber, and being told to build a house.
What was this metaphor?
They were saying coding is still treated like hardcore manual labor, like you're given raw tools and told to build from scratch. Hammer, nails, lumber, no shortcuts.
Then we have meeting notes and action items, hands free. Also, I would mention the live translation. You will see the example now. Let's try the translation. I'll speak in English, you'll translate to Spanish. Then I'll try to answer in Spanish and you will translate back. Okay, I didn't practice my Spanish for a long time, but we can try.
Got it.
Uh,
Start whenever. Empieza cuando quieras.
Gracias. Okay, today I am testing
Thank you. Hoy estoy probando
the new GPT-Live feature.
la nueva función GPT-Live.
Y esa nueva función es muy cool.
And that new feature is really cool.
Is that right to say muy cool?
Yeah, people say muy cool all the time in casual speech. Totally understandable. Just a bit Spanglish.
Can we go to English Chinese and let's see if in the middle of a sentence you can, like, you speak and then in the middle of a sentence you will input Chinese word and give me 4 sentences as an example.
Here are 4 mixed examples. I was walking to the store. Ranho suddenly it started raining. She said, make onesie, but I could tell she was disappointed. We were planning the trip. Everything was set. Dansha, then the flight got delayed. I wanted to explain my point. Kusher, I lost the words halfway through.
For short, back and forth, it is honestly strong. And the next use case would be language practice. I'm learning Chinese, so of course I tested that too. 你好，你可以说中文吗？
当然可以。如果你愿意，我们现在就可以用中文来回练几句。
我的中文不好，所以我用英文，好吗？
所以我们用英文好吗？ Got it? Switching back.
Of course, nothing is perfect, so here is what didn't work for me. It doesn't really run in the background while you use other apps. not yet. And when I ask it for something visual, like a table or a diagram, watch what happens. Can you please compare the old version of GPT voice with the new version and give me a diagram that I can see?
Sure. Here's a simple side by side you can show. Old GPT voice was mostly turn based. You could interrupt, but it was pretty rigid and
Sorry,
it
I don't
was
see the
voice in.
diagram. Where is it?
Right. What I can show here is a text table, not a graphic diagram. So if you need a visual graphic, that's not something I can generate directly in this chat. What I can do is help you by describing one you can recreate or keep it as a text table on screen.
You see, nothing. You get nice cards for this, weather, or maybe something like stocks, but not your own visuals.
Exactly. Some things trigger built-in cards like weather, but for custom stuff like your own tables or diagrams, I can only provide text or describe how to draw it.
When I ask for a longer explanation, like a small podcast, it cuts off after about a minute. It's built for a dialogue, not long talking, but that's just my first test. I don't know yet if this will improve. It would be a nice feature. And also, it doesn't have memory outside this chat, and I was a bit disappointed. It doesn't realize the memory is actually on, and I hope this will also be improved. What actually happened, I was cut off in the middle of this recording when the GPT told me you reached your limit with the higher model. And I'm actually surprised because I didn't talk a lot with it, but I did use it past midnight, so that probably counts. But keep in mind, even if you're on a plus plan like me, you will not get unlimited access to those higher models. But let's now check the instant one. Hello, are you still there?
Hi. Yep, I'm here.
Okay,
What's on your mind?
nothing. Can you browse the web?
Sure. What do you want me to look up?
Look up who is the current president of United States.
Checking now. Yes, according to current official information, the President of the United States is Donald J. Trump.
So who is this actually for? If you think by talking, if you are learning something new and you want to ask questions out loud, if you are building something and you have more ideas than order in your head, then I really think this is worth an hour of your time. Just try it, play with it, and see how it feels for you. My honest take, GPT-Live is not perfect, but this is the first voice mode where I thought, okay, this could become a normal part of how I learn and how I work. I'm going to keep testing it, of course. The next thing I want to try is whether it can listen to a YouTube video with me and a course that I'm following right now. And can it talk about it while I watch? Can we talk about the questions, the different concepts? If you want to see that test, tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.